go to McDonald's, and I could just tell by looking at you like, you're broke.
Yeah.
You want to get some extra money? You know, you see me driving a nice car,
Yeah.
whole lot of money on me. You're like, yeah, I want to get some money. They call me, I'll break down what it is, but they're doing hundreds of thousands a day.
I was thinking I'd give you 50%. Like, this is cash. You're getting cash.
I was born in Detroit. My daddy, he sold a lot of drugs. He really raised me to be a good kid, and I had such a great childhood until he died. And when he died, you know, because my mama killed him, and I know you're going to be like, how did that happen? So let me get into it. It was like a domestic violence situation. So it was always like little stuff between them, like they'd fight and whatnot. But, you know, I'm used to seeing that because I'm a kid, and you just become so used to seeing it.
When you say fighting, you mean arguing or physically fight?
Really both.
Okay.
Like they're arguing domestic, like, you with this, you that, but they also arguing, throw this pan at you, knock you upside the head, you know what I'm saying? Not necessarily him throwing the pan, but mostly her throwing the pan. But it was because something he did, like you ain't getting the pan through at you for no reason. So this particular day.
Well, first of all, how old were you?
I was 11.
11, okay.
Yeah, I was 11. I remember I didn't wake up, I was playing the game. My mama called me downstairs. She yelled my name. And, you know, you a kid, you like, maybe I'm just acting like she didn't hear it, you know?
Yeah.
So she yelled it again, but then it sounded like something was wrong. So I come downstairs, and she was hammed up against the wall. And then he let her go when he seen me, like, you know, you blowing my cover type, you know what I'm saying? So she was mad at me, like, I don't know why either, you know, like, I'm 11. What do you want me to do? But she kind of mad at me, like, you know, you go with your daddy then. Since you know what I'm saying, so you want to be on the side, you don't want to stand up for me. I don't even know what I was supposed to do in the situation, but hey.
Yeah, you're 11. He's a grown man. I mean.
Yeah. But, so I went and packed my bag, came back downstairs. They was outside by now. So I go outside, they go wait in the car. I go stand by the car, the door is locked. It was somebody else in the car, but it's like my uncle. He wasn't on nothing. So I'm looking at them arguing, you know, sitting outside the car. She throw a pan at him because he said something. I don't remember what he said. He kind of rolled it off. Like, it kind of hit him, but it didn't hit him, like, not in the head. So he like, you know how anybody would be. You hit me with a pan? Or you know, go up to her to slap her. But as he go up to slap her, she had a knife in the other hand. So she going to defend herself, stab him in the chest, in the heart. He get to running down the driveway, blood everywhere. He sit in the car. I remember it like clear as day. It was a white Magnum. But with it being like a white on white car, and like it's blood everywhere. And his eyes rolled in the back of his head, and he just like, this bitch stabbed me. And then he just like, you hear like the air just come out his lungs. But to her credit, she came, she hopped on his lap, she said, go inside. Somebody would come get you. And she drove him to the hospital, sat on his lap and drove him to the hospital, like in the car. And I think that's what helped her case, like when she ended up going to jail for it. But he ended up dying at the hospital. My grandma came and got me from the house. It was very sad, like a very sad day for me. Like, I remember, like as a kid, you just wanted to be something you could do. Like I'm upstairs, like, man, if I could just make a sacrifice to bring you back, I'm upstairs ripping up the stuff. Like, man, I don't care about none of this. Just hope you're all right. I don't know what that, looking back, what would that do for you now? You know what I'm saying?
You're 11.
Yeah. But she ended up going to jail for it. They charged her with manslaughter. And then she ended up taking the plea.
Well, what happened to you? Did she get out of jail? Like,
yeah.
You're not just hanging out for 6 months.
I'm in my auntie house. So I got an auntie named T, and her son, Lonnie, she got two sons, Lonnie and Darius. I'm staying with them at the moment. I was at my grandma's house for a minute, but then they like, you know, he'd be better off with the other boys, so I went over there. Now, my mama, she was on, like, work release, so she could leave prison and, like, work or whatever while she was fighting the case. I don't know how that worked out.
Right.
Or maybe I got the time mixed up, and that's what her sentence was, but however it went, I remember seeing her while all the stuff was going on. I remember going to bond her out, and we had to put up, like, she had, like, 3 houses, and we had to put them all up. Mind you, all the houses was some shenanigans my daddy was doing anyway, because he used to buy the houses and burn them down and get the insurance money. So, you know. We was already doing some
Dad
shenanigans.
was something else, bro.
He was a cold man. And then, he was kind of like on some pimping time because like he had multiple girls that get him order to do the same thing. But looking back, I know this, but at the time, I'm not realizing this. I'm over all these girls' houses, talking to their kids. We just all over there. Looking back, it's like, man, you was a cold man, cold-blooded. And that's what they used to get into it about. Like, you got my son around these other women, like, cold. But
Your mom took a plea.
she took the plea. It was for manslaughter. They only gave her the plea because she was going to put me on the stand to say, it was domestic violence, it was self-defense, da-da-da-da.
Right.
And she would have beat the case. But I'm glad she didn't do it and put me on the stand because I didn't even know what was going on.
Yeah.
I remember looking back at it, man, my mom been in jail for life because I was just going to say what really happened. I didn't understand what they was trying to have me do. Like, I remember the lawyer sitting me down trying to coach me. He wasn't coaching me right. Like, he wasn't saying, you need to say this. He's like, so tell me what happened. And like, yeah, she would have been in jail. But, it ended up working out, because going over there with my cousins, it ended up starting everything else in my life too. So as she ended up getting out of jail.
So she took a plea and she ended up on some kind of work release, like a probation. She didn't have to go to prison.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she ended up it was only 1 year, but she'd go to jail at night, and during the day she'd come out and work, and I'd get to see her sometimes and all of that too. And I remember one instance while all of that was going on, somebody had broke into the house. And this is what made me and my cousins closer because I was really like a dickhead kid. I don't know how to really explain it, but like I just wasn't pleasant to be around. So this experience, like it was me and my one cousin, Lonnie, not Darius. He wasn't there at the time. And I'm gonna call him Poop from now on. But it was me and Lonnie at the house. Somebody kicked in the door and then they said police, But being from where we from, like it just didn't sound right, didn't feel right. He grabbed me and said, hey, come on. We go into the bathroom. It's a bathroom in the basement. I hide behind the door. He hide behind the shower. I remember the people coming in the rooms like, yeah, I know y'all somewhere in here. Like, ain't no police about to say nothing like that.
Yeah.
So we just stay hiding. He used his phone, called our mamas. My mama done left work. She on work release anyway, ain't supposed to be doing none of this. I'm telling. Came over there, by the time everybody got there, they had already left. They had stole everything. I had $1,000 and $1 bills stacked up. Oh, that's gone.
How old were you?
Probably like 12 at this time.
How do you have $1,000 at 12?
Because my daddy used to be like extra, like flamboyant. Like he'd come in, throw the money in the sky, like, yeah, just showing out for no reason.
Right.
But that's just how my family is. My uncle do the same thing. Like all the kids, we'd be able to save up money from like these type of shenanigans going on because everybody's selling dope.
Right.
So everybody got money and they just doing people that sell dope things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that lost all of that, started over. But it brought me and my cousin closer. And that changed a lot for me. From there, it was one of my birthdays, I think maybe my 12th birthday. My mama bought me a microphone from GameStop. It was like a little $20 cheap microphone, not like nothing this spectacular fancy. I decided, let's start rapping. So I downloaded this software from the internet, and this was back when LimeWire was popping. We got the beats from LimeWire, just other people's beats, and put it on this software named Gold Wave. It was terrible software, by the way. Like, I don't recommend anybody try that. Start making songs. I thought I was going to be a platinum selling artist. I said, I'm going to drop this. And I remember sitting my whole family down for a meeting. Like, I called a meeting about this and said, listen, I'm about to get us out the hood. We're going to sell 1 million copies. They say, you don't even know 1 million people. I say, you hating. So I played them the songs. The family tried to be supportive. That's so nice. You can do it. Some of them think you can do it. They should never fed my ego like this because I wouldn't try to do it. Failed tremendously.
Right.
Sold all of nothing. They didn't even buy it. For all they was talking, they didn't even buy it. But I remember that's how my cousin, like we'd already began to get close, so he was making music with me too in the basement. He'd come down there and make music with me. Now, getting a little bit older, I'm broke. Daddy gone. Mama's struggling. We living with auntie. I'm trying to get a couple dollars. So with us doing the music, we had needed a music video shot one day. We had ordered the video person to come shoot the music video. Didn't show up. Spent us. But like my mama always do, came in tremendous fashion for that Christmas. She had got me like a little flip camera for $50. I shot the video on the flip camera. Edited the video, put it out. Then people started saying, who shot your video? It was me. So now I start charging people to do music videos. So now I'm getting a couple dollars. Now while I'm getting this couple dollars, my cousins start getting their couple dollars, but they not shooting music videos. They doing scams. And it's two different sets of cousins I got. I got the one I was staying with, Lonnie and Pooh, and then I got Biggs that on the other side. So Biggs, they doing jugging. My other cousins, they swiping.
What's jugging?
Jugging, that's the act of, say I make an Instagram page. I say my name on there, Big Money Mike. Big Money Mike, all he do is post pictures all day, flashing money, showing off, looking good. So what people do, how you get money, Big Money Mike? It's just the nature of humans. Big Money Mike, like, I do the Western Union transfers, At the time, it was Vanilla Reload. But what's going on now, somebody might say like a Western Union. Like, I do the Western Union transfers, I work up there. If you Western Union it to this name, I add an extra zero on the transfer, send you your cut back. So if you send 500, it's going to be 5,000 when the person come pick it up. Whole time, ain't no Big Money Mike. It's just you sending the money to me.
Right.
And I pick the money up, and that's the end of the game.
There's no cut coming back to you.
Now, some of my people, they took it a little step further. Like, they had dropped the checks in the person's account. Like, all you got to do, if you got a bank account, I work at the bank. I'm going to put something in your account to make it look like 50,000 pulled up. And then, you send me my cut and da-da-da. Oh, that was a whole nother level of fraud that was beyond me at the time.
Right.
My cousin's doing that. The other one's just swiping. Swiping is the act of, getting the MSR, reading the card through it. Like we had the little MSRs, like the mini DX 123. It's like the size of your thumb, a little black box. So
right.
What I later ended up doing is having people at McDonald's back cash, and this is what they was doing at the time too. Or not really them until I started doing it. Then they started doing it.
So this is the way it works, right?
Yeah, this is the way it works.
The way it works is you get a cashier or somebody who's constantly getting their hands on credit cards to buy something.
At McDonald's or Wendy's or Burger King, they work in the back cash, the first window. So when you come to the first window, you pay. They'd take the credit card, swipe it through the box real quick. Then, in the same motion, swipe it through the real one.
Right.
Hand you your card back, and the card data is stored on this box. It's not charged, it's just stored. Yeah. So then later down the line, they get a box to me. However many cards they got, I give them $10 a card. So if they got 100, they get 1,000. I take the same 100 cards, go make 10,000 off it, doing like $100 transactions.
Right. Well, let's go back to where you are now. So your cousin. This is what your cousin is currently doing. One set of cousins are doing that. One is running kind of an Instagram scam. Right.
Yeah.
And the Instagram scam, it's funny because you know who got taken by one of these?
Who?
My wife. Listen.
Oh.
And I told her, and she asked me first. She came to me. And it was just silly, but it was Facebook. This was probably a couple of years, about 2 years ago, maybe a year ago. No, it was about 2 years ago. She wanted someone to braid her hair. And she went on Facebook and she saw this woman and she's like, she's got a Facebook account, she's been on Facebook for a while. She's got a bunch of pictures of hair and this and that. And she said she'll come over and for, I don't know what it was, $50, braid your hair. Okay. And I was like, oh, okay. And she said, but she wants me to send her $25 up front for the appointment. And she says, does that sound right? And I went,
a deposit.
I was like, I don't know. It's a deposit. I seems okay. And I go, what do you? I said, and she goes, well, what if it's a scam? I go, then you lose $25. Yeah. And I go, it's $25. That's nothing. She goes, okay. So she does it. She sends her $25, and then she's waiting and waiting. 2 hours later or 4 hours later, whatever it was, and the chick never shows up. And then when Jess goes to contact her, she's blocked. And I'm thinking, she's like, how can she do this? Like, if I report her, and I'm like, yeah, but a lot of people don't report her. And I said, even if you report her, it doesn't mean they're going to take her page down. I said, she's probably got 10 pages. If she gets 4 people a day, 5 people a day, it's $125 for what? She's posting the same pictures over and over again on 15 different accounts. They close one account down. She does the other one. Maybe she'll text people back and keep them going, so she can continue to run. I go, it's just scams. I said, she got you for $25. I said, most people are not going to do anything for $25. They're not even going to tell Facebook.
Yeah.
So it's the same kind of thing. Like, that's just what people do. This happened to be Facebook, but chick probably has Instagram, all kinds of it. She's probably just little tiny bits and pieces, but if it's $150 a day, $200 between all of them, that's $50-something, $60,000 a year, right?
It definitely added up. Like, we was making thousands of dollars a week doing it. So I can only imagine,
And you guys were doing it when it was just new.
Yeah.
Like now,
that's the better type of scam.
Oh yeah, of course, it's brand new. Nobody knows it yet.
Yeah. Then girls love booking with celebrity stylists. So if they feel like, this is a deal. She do such and such hair, and she only want this. They jump in and send her 25. She probably get 10 people sending her 25 a day.
Mm-hmm.
So I can only imagine how much that person make. And then, like you said, more than one page. I had more than one page. I was doing like 5 pages a day. And then everybody trying to send some money for one thing or another. Now, I wasn't selling hair, but I know people that sold phones, shoes.
Yeah, but you could sell hair because you ain't doing no hair.
Yeah.
I can sell whatever I want. I'm not doing it. I could sell you glasses. Yeah, $50 for it, and I'll mail you the glasses. You're never getting your glasses.
It's really just, you got to have the imagination to even think of doing the scam. That's all it is, the imagination. You could sell Bitcoin and be like, yeah, I'm Sam Satoshi, and I get a Bitcoin in your account. Somebody's going to fall for it.
Yeah.
That's what I learned. It's somebody retarded enough to fall for anything. You could sell people their own house, and they'll buy it from you.
Well, so what? So your cousin's doing that. What'd you call it? Junking? What? Jugging. And then the other one's swiping cards.
Yeah, the other one's swiping cards.
What happens at that point?
So I remember it was one music video. I started shooting our music videos. So I remember I'm coming in thinking I'm doing good. I got a couple $100 from shooting music videos. Everybody in the room just got thousands of dollars. Like, you had $0 yesterday. What's going on here? You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody has to tell me what's going on. It's no reason everybody in the room got thousands of dollars. And then my cousin ended up telling me, like, yeah, man, I really don't want to give it to you, but I'm going to go ahead and give it to you. So he showed me how to jug. This was Biggs. Biggs showed me how to jug.
How old were you?
By then, that was like 2013, 14 type. I was probably like 16.
Okay.
Around there somewhere.
Yeah, it seems old enough to realize that this is a, you know what I'm saying?
Lucrative market.
Yeah, that's something I can do.
Yeah, so I started doing that. I was in high school, so everything is moving. Like, life is going great. I'm coming to school, thousands of dollars in my pocket. The white buff's on, feeling good. Life is just amazing. Like, women, I didn't have a lot of girlfriends at the time because I was still lame. Like, money can't unlame you. So at the time, I'm still lame.
It can help.
It does help. And it did help. Like, I started having 1 or 2, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I'm doing a little something, moving around. And the rapping has started taking off because we actually get money now. We can look like what we sound like. So everything is moving all at once. We just getting bigger and bigger.
So you started doing
Instagram jugging.
Instagram jugging.
Yeah.
I can't say it right. What were you doing?
What I would do, I would make the fake page. So I would sell weed on my Instagram jugs. So I would be like Boatman23 or Big Money 125, random Instagram names. All I had to do to make people come by it was post Photoshop pictures of this person who I don't know on Instagram holding it. Right. I'll just go on Photoshop. And I took a class in high school on Photoshop. So it was really a blessing that they taught me such criminal things.
Yeah.
So I would Photoshop like a pound of off Google images, put it in this man's hand, and then people would be like, yeah, he got the balls. And then to get the people that was like targeted advertisements, I would go into like Wiz Khalifa's post and then post like, I got the balls, and then follow all the people from Wiz Khalifa that follow him. Like, I know these people are interested in weed. So it's like targeted ads for free. And then when they came to my page, I remember the first one I ever got, and I was so amazed that it actually worked. He called me off like a Text Plus while I was on my Text Plus. He like, yeah, man, I'm trying to get a couple pounds from you. I see you doing your thing. It's all love. I'm in New York. Can you ship them to me? I said, yeah, I can ship them to you. How many of them you need? He said, I need like 10 of them, but you know, it's our first time dealing with each other. This ain't no, you know, for the price you charge, this is petty. Da, da, da. I want 5 of them right now. Western Union the money. I said, cool, I'm about to send you the name. I called my people. Let me Western Union this money to you. They said, for sure. The money come. The man paid for 5 pounds up front.
Well, how much is a pound?
I think I was giving him like it was like some random number, like 350. But he sent it.
Right.
And all for all 5 of them.
This is $1,700, over $1,700.
Yeah, it ended up, whatever the math was, ended up being like 2,500.
Okay.
It was over 2,000. I don't remember what the actual number was.
All right.
But he bought them all.
So you almost said you were giving him a deal.
Yeah, he felt like he was getting a deal. He said, I wish I could have sent it to him for real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Later down in life, I actually did like open up grow houses and whatnot. But at the time, you know, I could only imagine if I really had the grow houses, the chugging I would be able to do. Fantastic.
So, especially if you could actually send
Yeah,
it
real
send it just a
videos.
few times, do it for a month.
Yeah, give 'em a-
money
ooh.
be, what is that? It'd almost be like a rug pull or a Ponzi scheme, right? Where people would start being like, man, you got to do this. It's amazing. It's amazing. Then it starts flooding in, and then whoo, you just yank it out.
But you know, once I could do it for real, it's like, why would I mess up this good business with somebody that's actually gonna pay? And he just want a couple fronted. I'll front you to him if you actually pay for him. Nah, that's a whole nother thing, getting people to actually pay for him.
So what happened? So he sent the money.
He sent the money. I picked it up. I didn't even have a car yet, or did I? No, I was so young I didn't even have a car yet. I called my friend. He a lawyer now. He ended up pulling up on me, taking me to the hood to get the money from my other mans. And I remember we all sat in the car, and they like, come sit in the car with us, bro. Let me talk to you. I went and sat in. I'm like, why is everybody so quiet in the car? They're like, how did you do this? How did you get somebody to send this much money through Western Union? So I ended up breaking it down to him. But I'm like, y'all being a little weird. Why y'all sitting me down like this? To sit down like y'all about to kill me or something about the method. You know what I'm saying? Love y'all like y'all love me. Same way y'all gave me the method, I'm gonna give you the method. So a couple of people ended up trying to do my method. Didn't work out for them. But I ended up enhancing their method too, because I knew how to make a website. So I made the websites for them. So now when they was telling people, yeah, I'll flip your money, I got a system that worked. We had like a website set up to where it looked like we was doing stuff.
Right.
It didn't really make any sense, like looking back on it, but the people, it made sense. Like, okay, they say on the website, if I do this, I'm gonna do this. Like, it was like a form of legitimacy, because not everybody had a website. Other people that was jugging didn't have one. But that ended up stopping because somebody had lost some money and they feel like I took the money or something, but everybody was using the same site. So like when your money came up, you could just look into it and see, who name this was and all of that.
Are they paying through the website?
I think,
or they're paying through Western Union?
We was doing vanilla reloads at the time. So I was doing Western Union, but they was doing vanilla reloads. So they'd say like flip your 500 into 5,000, send a picture of the vanilla reload card. They had reload cards. So on the back of the card is like a code. So they upload their code to the site, then wait for the money to double on their end, which will never double.
Right. But I thought it was a website for Bud.
No, that's for me.
Oh, okay.
For them, they did something different.
Oh, okay. So how long did so once the guy sent the money, then he comes back and says, I didn't get anything.
Oh, yeah, he was very mad.
He was
I tried to re-rock him. I tried to hit him again. Like, yeah, man, there was a problem with the package. Send it again. Man, he cussed me out so bad. He said, you bitch ass nigga, when I catch you up and kill your whole family.
So what did you do? Start another Instagram, or you just
I
kept
didn't even
going
need
on?
to start it. I kept doing with the same one. It kept working until it didn't work and they deleted my page. Somebody had to have been mad enough to tell on me, but